Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and no, we're not live today. We changed our live until tomorrow, which is Friday the 17th, to finish up our little ATC album, storage album. The reason being is I had a lot of people remind me that Maymay was live today at 12, and then she has the Crafter after show, so that would have taken up a couple of hours there today, and I didn't want to do one the same time she does. Not that I think I would have pulled any of her people away, but I know there was some people that watch her that also watch me, so I wanted to give everybody an opportunity who wanted to join in with us. So we will be doing a live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're on the same time zone that Maymay is on. We're only about an hour and a half apart. So today we're going to make, and I'm just going to show you my prototype. We're going to make a little crate, and just ignore this. This is just scrap paper. This is my prototype, so I use scrap paper when I do things like this, so as not to waste. But we're going to make a little crate that can be a table favor or a place card, whatever. You could write someone's name right there and let it be a place card. So we're going to make one of these today, and I'll show you just how easy and quick it is. Oh, this is what was on there. Someone give me this. This is one of those little bitty pumpkins. They put a paper clip, a large paper clip down in it and glued it, and then put some of this ribbon on there, a little piece of some pearls, and a little piece of lace. And isn't that just the cutest? I have been putting it on my book like this, and I just thought that was cute. But anyway, let's get back to the subject of this. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock. The first thing that you're going to do is cut your cardstock, and this is cut at 3.5 by 4. And now all you're going to do is score at 1/2 inch all the way around. And I score from this end because it's just a little bit easier for me to get here than down here. So just make sure it's a 1/2 inch. You can score on either end, just 1/2 inch all the way around. Okay? So that is going to be the bottom of our little crate. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut up on these little score lines. We'll cut and turn so they won't all go the same way when we fold them up. And yes, I didn't fold before I cut. You know me, I love to cut. I don't like to fold. So I just jump in there on cutting first. And I'm hoping, I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but I'm hoping that our special guest, our mystery guest, can be here next week. I don't know. Our schedules are just crazy right now, so we're having a hard time getting together. But we're hoping that we can meet up next week and do a live for you guys. Okay, so that is the way we're going to do that right there. We're going to put it together just like we would one of the little boxes that we normally make. We're going to put these flaps on the inside, and I think I am just about out of glue, or I have left the top off too long. Oops. But this comes together so easy. And I think they're really cute. There's something different. And you know me, I like different things. I don't like to do the same thing over and over and over again. So I like to do something different for my guests and for my kids and grandkids, everybody who shows up here around Thanksgiving. We usually have a house full. We have our kids, and then our kids' friends, and then our adopted kids, and we just have a ball. So I try to do a little bit of something for all of them. I like to make them feel special. Okay, so we're just putting those sides together, and you can use any type of glue to put this together. I just love my art glitter glue. Just make sure that the corners meet up. So just marry those up together. But who knows what happened on this day 41 years ago. If you know leave it in the comments below and let me know. It's a sad day for me because I'm such a fan, but I know a lot of people aren't, and that's fine. It's your choice. But let me know in the comments below if you know what the anniversary of today is. Alright, now you need 4 pieces that are cut at 1 inch by 2 inches, and you're just going to score right down the center. That is all you're going to do, and then you're just going to fold these in half and burnish. Alright, now in these corners, you're going to sit these right in the corner, just like that. They're going to go all the way down to the bottom and then just sit in the corner and glue. So we're going to put some glue on the bottom, just on the bottom of them. And just press those up really tight into that corner. You can use your bone folder and get in there and really press them up so that that glue squishes out. And then just go all the way around doing that same thing. Put these in the 4 corners. Now once you have those on there, look, that could pass for a little table, couldn't it? But once you have those on there, that is your bottom. And now you're going to need some strips, and all you're going to need is 2 strips that are 1/2 inch by 12. And you're going to score at 2.5, 5.5, 8, and 11. And I've already scored this one. And you may have to adjust your score lines. It just all depends on how you put yours together and how close it comes to the right, you know, how straight these go up. Sometimes they'll be a little bit off, but we're going to start. You just need to skip, let's see about what that is. Looks like about 1/4 inch. It's a little bit more than 1/4. About 3/8 of an inch is what you need to go up. And then you're going to start gluing this one. And let's see. Yeah, this is going to be my back. So I'm going to put a little glue there and a little glue there. And I'm going to start like this. I'm going to put that one right on the edge, and then that one should come right over there and glue just like that. And before you press it down good, just kind of make sure that it's somewhat straight. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to decorate it up and put all kinds of stuff in here anyway, so don't worry about it if it's not exactly perfect. Doesn't have to be. This is handmade. And you know, even things that are made in the store are not perfect. They're not. I mean, you get to looking at them, they've got flaws all in them, so just don't worry about it. I'll have to get a shirt that says don't worry about it. I think Maymay says don't stress. I'll just say don't worry. Don't worry. Alright, put that down. Just keep going around. You're making your little fence, I guess is what you could call it. These are your little pieces that go around your basket. Just like a weaved basket, or a little basket that you would get fruit or something in. And see, that looks like it came together really good. The first one, the prototype I did, I was a little bit off on one of my pieces that come up this way, so my scoring was just a little bit off. But this one looks like it might be pretty good. Right here at the end, we may have to fold that over just a little bit more, but that's fine. Alright, and then we're just going to put, and you can cut a little bit of this off at the end if you want to. I'm just going to trim a little off. Just enough to hold it is all you need. We'll just put that down. Press it real good. Don't use as much glue as I do. You know me, I put way too much glue. So there we go. Now, the thing is that glue's going to dry clear, so nobody's going to be the wiser. But there's your first run, really 2 runs, because we're going to count this as a run here. And then we just need to put one more up there. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. You see how nice and clean my scoreboard is? No, this is not a new one. I will tell you tomorrow when we do our live. Don't let me forget. Somebody write it down. I will tell you what I cleaned this with and how well it works. And then I'll show you where you can get it and get a lot of free things with it. So don't let me forget. Okay, we're going to put this in here. And we're going to score at 2.5. And at 5.5. And at 8. And then again at 11. Alright. So just fold those over. And then we're ready to put this one on. And I'm going to make sure that I start it at the same side. So that'll be my back. Now on this one, I'm going to, as you can see, if I put it right on that, it'd be too close to that one. So I'm going to run it just a little bit off of these so these don't show. And I know this is probably a little bit hard for you to see with it being brown, but I didn't want to do it in a different color. You could do it in bright colors if you wanted to. You could do it in orange and black. You could do it in black and then put orange on there for the pumpkin, all that. See how I put that just a little bit taller than that little post that comes up there. And that's just to hide that post. I love building things. I don't know about you guys, but I love building things. I guess that's where my daughter got it. She's been out all morning in the shop building and working on things for their new house. She's building her tables, her end tables, her wall decor, everything. She's working hard trying to get all of that done before the house is finished. Alright, and then you're going to put that one there. Yeah, so far these are coming together really well. So maybe it was just my prototype that I cut a little bit off. See, I'm just kind of keeping the same space between them. I'm not measuring. I'm just eyeballing it. I also want to know how many is going to be with us in Pigeon Forge. I want you to let me know in the comments below if you're coming. I want to know, because right now all I see is numbers. I don't see names or anything about who took the classes, so I want to know if you're coming. I want to go ahead and get your name in my hat for drawings and things. We're going to have lots of giveaways. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit of this off again. And then put a little bit of glue under there and press that down. A little bit of glue under there and press that down. And there is your little crate. Isn't that cute? And see, it took just very little paper. Very little paper. Now we're going to make the little pumpkin. And guess what I splurged and got? I splurged and got this oval punch. This is a 2-inch. I really want a 1-inch too, but one at a time. I was trying to see who this is made by, and I have no clue. I'm sure it's on something somewhere. But I took the little bottom thing off because I didn't want that. Now on this one, I made the pumpkin really light and then put some ink on there. And I'm thinking I might do the same thing. Thinking I like that. So let's go ahead and punch out this. We need 3 of them. So we need 3 of those. And then I took my carved pumpkin. Oh, I put them together first. I glued them together first. And I need to, I think I overlapped them about like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that was right. So I'm just going to put some glue down through here. And then I'm just going to overlap this one to that one, leaving that top and that bottom, as you can see, it already looks somewhat like a pumpkin. So you leave the top, and it's about, you know, ½ an inch, I guess. And then on this one, I put some foam tape, wherever my foam tape is. I have no clue what I did with them. So we'll just open up another one. They're around here somewhere. I will use them, so I'm not worried about it. And we're going to put these down. I'm just going to put a couple down on here. And then this one is going to kind of sit in the center. I'm going to hold it up so I can kind of see it. Just like that. And see, that gives you that pumpkin look. Now I take my carved pumpkin distress ink, and then I just go around and I hit both of those, this one and that one, at the same time. There we go. So see, that makes it a little bit more dimensional. Now we're going to take a little piece of brown, and I'm going to cut out a little stem. This is what we did before the Cricut, is we cut everything out by hand. So there's my little stem. Of course, I still do it a lot when I don't want to drag out. Well, I don't have to drag the Cricut out. It's sitting right here beside me. But when I don't want to turn around and set the Cricut up, I still just cut some things by hand. Some little things like this, it's just easier. So see, there's our little stem. And now I'm going to show you how to make these little curly cues. These are really simple and easy. I'm going to show you how easy they are. Take just some paper, regular green paper, and take your scissors and go on there and cut just a sliver, just the tiniest sliver that you can cut. You can also try to cut this with the paper trimmer if you can. I do better just using my scissors. Then I take, oops, I got a little lump right there. I'm going to cut that off. Cut that little lump off, if I can. There we go. Okay, then I take my art glitter glue. This, I'm telling you, this stuff is good for more things than just gluing things together. Put the art glitter glue, just run a little bead down through there, and then take your finger and just make sure that you get it all coated front and back. You can even put some on your finger and just do it that way if you want to. So just coat that paper front and back, and I kind of let it dry a little bit. I just lay it down and let it dry. And while that's drying a little bit, I'm going to take this little punch, and this is a McGill punch, just a little tiny leaf, and I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to go ahead and put me some, I'm going to take my pencil wherever it might be. I'm just going to run me some veins in here. And then I'm just going to kind of crumple it up. We don't want it to look all new. Then I'm going to take some Lucky Clover, and I'm just going to go around the edge of this because this paper has a white core, so I'm just going to go around the edges of it and fix that leaf. There we go with that. Alright, I think our paper is dry enough here, our glue. And then I saved these little things, and I'm not sure what this came off of. I think it might have been a fireworks thing or something at 4th of July. I get them off of that and balloons, just whatever that has these little bitty sticks. I just break them off and I save them. I put them in my paint bucket, my little paint thing where I keep paint. And then I take this and I swirl it around that. And you just kind of have to hold it on that one end so that it doesn't come loose. That's why you wait until it gets a little bit dry, because if you don't, it'll glue itself to the stick. And then I just leave it there for a minute, let it curl, and then I take it off. And there's your little curlicue. And you can do this with wire, but if you don't have wire, you can also do this with just paper. So we're going to take this end and we're going to glue that down there. And you can make it brown. I just made mine green because I'm thinking my pumpkins are still green right now, hopefully. And then we'll take this one and we'll put it over here. Okay. And then we'll take our little leaf and we'll stick it right up there. There we go. There's our pumpkin. And now we're just going to run a little bit of glue right here. Make sure that you've got it on the front. Let's see, which one's my front? I'm just trying to make sure I don't put it on the side where I've got all that joined. Nope, I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is it right here. So just put a little bit of glue right there. You can just glue it on one of those. You don't have to glue it on both. And then just sit it on there. And then you can maneuver these any way that you want. If you want them sticking out, if you want them laying down, if you want them kind of running through that little hole there, that would be cute. I think I'll put one kind of over this way and then one running through that hole. But that is it. And then fill this full of goodies. You know, put some little pumpkins and candies and things in there. Like I said, you could always put the person's name right here and let these be little name plates. And then just put their goodies down in there. Isn't that sweet? Let me tell you what size these are, because somebody is going to ask, I know. These are 2 inches by 3 inches. So they're 2 inches tall, they're 3 inches wide, and then they're 3 inches... Yeah, 2 by 3 is what they are. So that is a good size to fit all kinds of goodies in there. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And when that little bell pops up, click that little bell so that you'll be notified when we put up new videos. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Don't forget about the live at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be finishing this ATC folder, and it's going to surprise you how we do the inside. It's going to be something different. I haven't seen it before, so we will be doing that tomorrow and giving you all the measurements and everything. All of these measurements and photos will be over on my blog, and that link will be directly below the video. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.